Hi, Sag. So this dynamic for a while has been going on where you haven't been wanting to see, or maybe you haven't been willing to see what's been going on, and now Mercury is in Leo, and that's the heart and the back and all and like, and then we have your structure here of Capricorn. Where you feel like where you're standing is no longer secure, where you don't feel secure where you are, pretty much. Whether that's in a relationship, because this is all pointing to Leo season, so it could be everything. And it could be an extreme overhaul, and you're like, well, haven't I been through well, yeah, but you haven't maybe been facing what's like really necessary, or it's just time for it to get there now. And you're facing all of these dynamics. It could be about your ego and about what you're really good at, as opposed to what you've been deceiving yourself about and what you actually haven't worked towards enough. And when you do feel that power and you do feel that capable, there's no need to like overly express it, right? So if you are, it's time to pull back and control that sense of self. And you're becoming very aware of that. And if it's whether it's in your work relationships or your relationship, there could be a big change. A big change in what is materially, what you find controls you materially. What may control you due to your desires. What may be really taking you away from what's true and real in yourself. The Magician relates, one of the relations is Sagittarius, so this could be about your forward movement. That you think you've been moving all this time, but really you've just been moving right into what you've needed to face head on. Because Sagittarius relates to the hips and the thighs. So the hips have everything to do with forward movement and momentum. But then Mercury is about hands, arms, nervous system, and then your solar plexus. So you may find that you have issues, you may have some issues with the confidence here. But that's okay, because it's just showing you where your dynamic is off. Maybe it's overblown, maybe it's a little bit under. But it's all about what you can and can't control at this point. It's all about the dynamic between you and the life around you. Again, relationships, whether you're married or not married, whether you're in what your work situation, and maybe you've been taking a little bit more than you should. And this season's kind of just like, okay, why are you doing that? What are you giving? What are you actually doing? Like, you have a lot to offer. However, you may be putting it in like the wrong place, because all of your skills are this way, but you keep going this way. So Leo season like is calming you, trying to calm you into this place. Because if you still ignore this as you get to the point where it's happening, and yet we get to when Venus enters Leo or the Aquarius full moon, it's going to feel a lot worse if you don't acknowledge it. The greatest thing you could do is surrender to it at this point, and as Mercury moves into Virgo on the 4th, you allow that to show you and heal, and as Virgo does, is like really point out like, this is what you're doing and this is what you need to do. You know, you might have a Virgo in your life say something and acknowledge that. It's no reason to be hard on yourself, but it's also about letting this go. Stop deceiving yourself, or stop playing this game that's not working anymore. Because this is about longevity, not just about tomorrow. And there's a lot of fixed signs, and of course you just want to run, you just want to go do something else. You're just like, oh, I thought Leo season. No, Leo season's not that. It's really showing to be a big moment in time where wherever you're controlling, wherever your lack of control, wherever you're not really facing things, wherever you need a reality check, that's what's happening this month. You know, just ask Leos. They're not, I get, now I get more than ever, the more I do readings, why they don't want to be around anyone right now. And that kind of makes sense. But we have yet to get to the later signs. So let me hold back for a moment. However, there could be, by the time you get to this full moon in Aquarius, you may feel like you really got down to the foundation of what all of this is. That this Virgo, or this Mercury in Virgo, from Leo to Virgo, it started with something that felt like your mind was burning up. Your mind was on fire. And now it's cooling off. You're being shown the grounded steps and your subconscious nature. It could be a Leo who exposes this to you and a Virgo who helps you clean it up. It could be what you've learned from a Virgo. An Aquarius as well. If you have also, this Aquarius is about you becoming smarter. This is about deepening your intelligence again, deepening what is possible for you, and really seeing that this is just a cycle, and on the other end of it, you don't realize how many cups you've been filling. By not constantly filling what's in front of you or what you can see, you're finally feeding what you actually need and what seeds need to grow and have been growing. You look around and maybe you're in more gratitude, feel more grateful, feel more aligned by the end of the month, even though it was like, holy shit, what just happened? And then Virgo season helps you just like not forget it, but go through that healing so you get what you need, not just what you want. Because you're getting a lot of what you want. You're getting also that attention of yourself that you need. You're getting a chance to party with all the different parts of yourself. You can look at it that way. You're partying with all the different parts of yourself. The negative, the positive, the beautiful, the quote-unquote ugly, all of these different sides that make you the not only intelligent but funny person that you are. It's deepening your sense of self, what's priority in your life, what on all levels needs shifting a little bit. Because there may be 10 swords in him, but this horizon is coming up nice and bright. That you still have another day. That today may not be as good, but tomorrow could be. And I think by the end of the season, by Virgo season, you'll feel this urge and energy and independence and even new foundation. You're like, holy shit, just build that all real quick. Yeah, real quick. Because this has been a build-up. I think last month you needed time. You saw where maybe you just wanted to take the part of Cancer and be wild and free and not have to explain yourself. But you get true strength and confidence even more in the roots of everything this month. You see where you were lacking and what really needs help with, where you need to help with these parts of yourself. There could be an Aquarius, also a Virgo Aquarius in your life. You might have all these people around you, or in your head, or in your heart. Or this also could be, the people who have caused you and helped cause these patterns. And the fire is asking for water. These are the opposites. It's about the hard truth, like the father can tell you, or the person in your life that takes on that masculine role. Or if you just look at what's holds you back, what chains you down. That's also a way of looking at it. At what isn't enough. But if you just look the other way, you realize that you have it all. And by the end of the month, you may feel that way. And then things start to, you have energy. You realize how much you have, and you may even start making more money. You may feel more independent of, you may feel very rooted but independent at the same time, in a way where it only makes you want to do more, where it makes you a force to be reckoned with. But you still need to keep your bearings and the stride. You don't need to hold back, but just be careful. Your words can also be hurtful this month, you know? So before making any crazy assumptions of yourself, look at your table, look what you have. Look what needs some attention. Look at that. Swift change. All right, Sag, you got this. We'll see you next month.